What's up, human beings? My name is Damon Samuels, and this is where the discussion begins. The next 3 to 5 minutes, I will start the conversation around the very abstract concept of love, and more specifically, the question: is it an illusion? And obviously, at the end of the video, that's when the real discussion starts with your comments. Now, love, it can be defined as the interpersonal feeling or emotion that we have as human beings. Alright, if you extend persons to animals, we could say that too. Animals could love. And the feeling or the emotion consists of compassion, empathy, affection, etc., etc. We could exhaust the list, and that would take hours. But and that's what makes love so abstract, because you know that abstract is a concept that we have of things, and it's a concept that exists as an idea, but it's not physical, or there's nothing concrete about the existence of it. Like, take for example the concept of, say, a circular square, right? We can understand that there's a concept of circle and there's a concept of square, but the idea of a circular square is not actual, right? So that's an illusion. It's something that's not there, but we get the concept of it. That's what makes it abstract. Now, love is different in the sense that love is also like that, but it's actual in the sense that even though it's not concrete and it's not physical, it's something that exists. So the answer to the question is, I don't think it's an illusion. Now, the problem we have though with love is the misconception of it, and we have many misconceptions. Now, two of those misconceptions is what we'll discuss here, because we want to keep the video short. We know people have time to do other things. The two things that we'll discuss here is romantic love and intrapersonal love, or the love of self. Now, romantic love is problematic because we could see where it's a semantic ball game, meaning that people just put words together, because love of a person is separate and apart from wanting to have sex with them or wanting to have sexual relations with them. And that's what romance basically is. So the things surrounding sex is what they call romance, and that's separate and apart from love. So there's no need to say things like, oh, romantic love, because this is my partner, etc., etc. Love is good enough. You love the person, and that may or may not include romance. That's up to the individual and their relationship. So when people say stuff like, I love him or her, but I'm not in love with him or her, it's semantic jargon. It's foolishness, because all you're saying is that I'm not attracted to the person, or I'm attracted to the person. So what does it have to do with love at all, right? So we need to get these concepts straight so we could understand that love is something separate and apart from just desires that we have, right? It's greater than that, and it's something that we really need to understand, right? So I hope you hear me out and listen to what I'm saying, because it's something that we really need to grasp. Now, the second part, which is the intrapersonal love, or love of self, I'm telling you right off the bat, that doesn't exist. So this is why I say that. The self is so vast, the self is so multi-layered, the self is so dynamic, that we cannot capture the self or relate any one emotion or feeling to the self at any one time. For example, I could love the way I think. I could love my drive for success. I could love my hands. But at the same time, I could hate the way I talk, and I could hate my work ethic, and I could hate my legs. And that can happen simultaneously, but all of that is self. Now, if you understand what I'm saying, is that what I'm saying is that in order for self to be actualized, right, you have to understand the multi-layer of it, and to attach any single emotion to it at any one time causes problems. And one of the problems it causes is that we take ourselves too seriously. For example, you know, if you understand the concept that I'm trying to push to you today, you'll understand that when something bad happens, like you know, you fail at something, or life gets really difficult in a particular area, you don't go ahead and kill yourself and saying, oh, I hate myself because this and because that. What you do is you understand that self is so multi-layered, that yes, I'm failing at this, and yes, this is not working out, and yes, this person or that person might not like me, or this situation isn't working out for me, but there's more to self than that. Therefore, I'm going to try to embrace that other aspect that might be working, and in that way we'll get rid of a lot of problems that we're having, a lot of issues when we feel like we're down on ourselves. So I hope you understand these very complex concepts, and again, like it if you do, share it if you agree or disagree, and the real discussion begins with your comments. Because remember, they say to us that love increases social utility, but we love people when they die. Where's the utility in that? Maybe, and just maybe, love is the single most thing that can cross dimensions safely.